just at the bridge of Orkney. Yeah, wasn't exactly how I planned to get here. So earlier, yesterday, this is what happened. Well, I think this is end of the line, folks. I have to say, this trip has been quite a disaster. Oh well, we'll live and learn. I'll recount the lessons that I've learned shortly. Right, we're here. We're at the start of the West Highland Way. This is Drew. This is Kris. We are raising money for charity. You're raising money for?
I'm doing it for mine.
I'm doing it for Derby Doorways, which is a food bank. And
I'm doing it for Alzheimer's UK.
Yeah. So if you want to donate, I'll put the links down below in the description for this video. Yeah, we're going to get on the way. You can probably hear there's a lot of background noise. It's really busy. There's a lot of people about to set off like we are. And yeah, really looking forward to this. Really excited. Can't wait. Let's go. I just noticed this is so typical of like a Glaswegian sort of city. No offence, guys, but look, hang on, I'll show you this. Got to put a shopping trolley down there, haven't you? When in Scotland, do like a Scottish, so they say. Something like that. Might be more Roman. Big old deer gate. And these views. Oh. Hey. Hi. As you can see, it's quite busy on this part of the path. Just heading towards Drymen at the moment. Nice steady going, nice easy path. We've got some sunshine at the moment. Apparently tomorrow is going to be the worst. It's going to be really wet and horrible tomorrow. And the rest of the week doesn't look too bad, so here's hoping, hey. To be fair, you can't win either way in Scotland. If it's sunny, you're going to burn. If it's rainy, you're going to get soaked. If it's cloudy, you get midges. If it's windy, you get a flappy tent. I mean, you just got to live with it, haven't you? Just enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. And right now, the sun's shining and I'm happy. I've heard about this little house, look. Little house on the hill. We beasties. Just stopping at the Beech Tree Inn for a little pint of Coke. Well, it's not really a pint, is it? £2.70 for a can of Coke. So that's the West Highland Way for you. They like to rake it in. So I'll be quiet now because the staff are coming past. It's a lovely place. It's got like a really cool, like little, I want to say menagerie, aviary. It's got like all animals and stuff. Got loads of birds around here. So I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, it's just nice to take the weight off the feet. We're about halfway up to Drymen now. So doing pretty well at the moment. It's about 12 o'clock. So keep going for another couple of hours, get some grub at Drymen. Doing alright. Turn it the beat. Honesty box. Nice. Pretty. go, ladies. Little dear. Yeah.
Yeah, take me photo.
Just going into the Clachan for some dinner. Well, we didn't go to the Clachan Inn because it's really busy and they haven't got a beer garden, or at least it's only for residents, I'm not sure which. So we've come to the West Highland Deli instead. Get a nice baguette and the coffee, chill out for a little bit. We are now in Drymen. So that's the bulk of the stretch for day one done. Yeah, done a good, I don't know, about 15 miles now. Yeah, another sort of 3 miles to go up to Balmaha, get the boat over to our little private island. Just in the on the boat now, ready to go over to the island. Made it just in time. That was a hard slog coming down from Drymen down to Balmaha. My feet were absolutely done in, and it was just pure grit and determination that kept me going because I knew what time the boat was. So we just made it here in the nick of time. We're on the Margaret. And we're going to set sail shortly and get on our little private island in the middle of Loch Lomond. How cool is that? First campsite of West Highland Way on our own private island. I feel like I'm pulling into Jurassic Park. I don't know about you guys. This is well cool. Inshallah. That's where we are. Just walking through Inshallah. A little private island. I think we have found our heaven for the night. Like paradise. Getting the tents all set up. The lads are both in the Fox ones. Got the composting toilets over there. We have got some neighbours for the night, but I won't point the camera at them because that's rude. We have barbecues on the table, look. Nice. And there's a little fire pit. We might have a fire if the wind dies down in a little bit. It's a little bit on the windy side at the moment. About 30 miles an hour. Not a bad little spot. The seagull is fishing at the moment. She's been...
Water snake, what do they call them? Water snakes.
I don't know. I don't know if it's an eel or a water snake that he's trying to get. You'd think the eel would just swim away, wouldn't you? That's what the seagull's been eating. It's an eel. Going for a good fight. Hello mate, it's got a baby ducky. Got a little family, look. A little family of duckies. I think they just want some food. That's what it is. Little baby duckies. This is my favourite trail mix. So this is Bombay mix, but with added raisins, sultanas, currants, peel, which I'm now dropping everywhere. You've got cashews, you've got peanuts, you've got split peas, you've got coconut in there. Loads of flavour, dirt cheap, winner. And it doesn't crush up like in your bag. So yeah, recommend Bombay mix with added goodness. Time's about 9:30. Had a nice little fire, little chat by the fire, and just retiring to the tents. We'll have a chat through the tents because we're camped quite close to each other. Yeah, get an early night. I am wounded today. My right hip is killing me. Got a nice blister on my left heel. Hopefully I'll be alright. Take some painkillers in the morning, get some blister plasters on, soldier on. Anyway, I probably won't see you again, so good night. Morning. Yeah, done alright so far. The weather is looking pretty good today, better than it was forecast. Beautiful place to wake up. Morning coffee on the go. Not feeling too bad this morning. Got some painkillers in me, treated the blister. All good, feeling funky fresh. So the plan for today is we're basically walking. We've got to get back over on the boat, back over to Balmaha. Might grab a little bit of brekkie, and then walking alongside Loch Lomond up to Choice Bothy, where we'll be spending the night. Catch you en route. Waiting for the boat now. Come over and we'll get over to Balmaha. Just a bit of warm up, you know. Laugh if that broke. Boat's here. Taxi! Taxi! We're at St Mocha. It's next to the Oak Tree Inn at Balmaha. Yum. Alright, refueled, ready to rock and roll. This is a little bridge we could see. That's the island we camped on last night. That's the jetty. Centre screen back there, where we got the boat. Just walking along the side of Loch Lomond now. Absolutely beautiful. Hear the birds singing. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Call me Mr. Raider, call me Mr. Vane.
Bouncing off your bonds.
I just took a right tumble. Yeah, I wasn't looking where I was going and just tripped over a route, went straight down. I'm alright, all good. There is a bit of road walking. Quite busy. How are we doing, guys?
All
right.
Sound, yeah. Sound as a pound.
They followed us, look. Followed us from the island. Beautiful little spot for a nice little lunch break. Just airing the feet out. Take every chance you can. Who lives in a house like this? Is this the Mill of Ross?
It's unique homestays.
Yeah, unique homestays. You can rent this place out. It'd be mint, wouldn't it? Right on the banks of Loch Lomond. Just on the approach now up to Wirral Hotel. Stop and have a bite to eat. Maybe a nice cold pint or cold pint of Coca-Cola maybe. Not sure if I want alcohol. Oh, I tell you what I would recommend in terms of footwear is definitely trail runners if it looks like anything like dry weather. I've got my barefoot boots on. I've had these boots for a couple of years. I absolutely love them. You know, loads of rooms around the toes, but so far we've done a good 30 miles or so of this trail and it is all hard underfoot. So it's either gravel or road and it's just the pressure point on my heel. So I've got a really nice blister on my left heel. My left knee is trying to sort of soften the blow and so my left knee is now hurting as well. Although on the plus side my right hip's not hurting anymore. Yeah. Really enjoying it though, absolutely beautiful. Just getting a bit annoyed with this blister. And we're at the pub again. Nice beer garden. Don't come much better than this in terms of beer gardens, do they? Nice cold pint in the pub. Cheers. Oh, you've got that one down quickly. Another 4 miles to go to get to the bothy. Not too bad, not too shabby. Right then, onwards to the bothy. See you shortly. What's this for then?
That's war memorial those.
Ah, that's cool. We are now leaving the camping management zone. Woohoo! Finally, the path is no longer gravel. Gets a little bit more technical now, but still nothing too hardcore. Just lots of ups and downs and boulders and tree roots. All good. It's nice to be off that blooming gravel. I've just stopped for a rest, let the lads carry on up to the bothy. About 1.5 miles off now. And about, I don't know, about 12, 15 miles. I mean 12 miles as far as OS Maps works it out, but if you do your step counter it's more like 15. Yeah, it just, yeah, probably a good 35 miles worth of gravel tracks. It's really done my feet in, and because it's done my heels in, because I've got barefoot boots on, it's my knee is really starting to hurt a bit. Just taking a little chill for a minute, enjoy the view, relax, and make up to the bothy shortly. Time's about 6:30. Our choice bothy, final pit stop for the night. Hello. Yeah. Alright. Near bad like. Nice fire. Get that going later. What does that say? PB something was here. Welcome. Okay.
I'm gonna go now.
It's one way of cracking wood with a spade. So to light the fire, we ended up cutting up this t-shirt that had been left here. Turns out cotton t-shirts make quite good fire starters. So between a cotton t-shirt and a spade, we've done quite well. See what's in the bothy book then. So 7th of June, Kira and Nathan were just passing through. Oh, Bonnie Scotland, you've been good to us. Our feet ache, but our spirits are high. Keep on keeping on. And 6th of the 6th, just stopping for a much needed rest on my way to Inversnaid. Trail is a bit more challenging than expected, but nothing that can't be conquered with patience and resolve. Gordon, Cleveland, USA. Andy pushing my bike through the horrid terrain, should have used an alternative route, lol. Stayed here for a good long needed rest. Thanks for the stay. Wasn't too busy, so had some peace. Time to struggle on. Yeah, there's a few people struggling, I know that feeling. Fletchers of Glenorchy, Angus and Jane Fletcher, seen here, pictured outside the original house, by choice outside to your left, pictured with their children Lisa, Kate, Mary, Alec and Jimmy. Nice picture. Hello walkers, have a good night in your rubbish. Mind your rubbish on our way out. I'll have to come back to clean it up. Keep safe. Look how many cobwebs there are. So for tonight's dinner, we've got pasta bolognese. Okay. Don't forget to take the little thing out. I'm ignoring the fill line this time because it didn't serve me well last time. Verdict on the pasta bolognese for your preparation. Really good. Definitely recommend this one. It's about £6 or so, so it's pretty cheap really. Yeah, really good. Time's about 10:30 and we're about ready for sleep, I think. And see you in the morning. Morning. Slept all right. There was a bit of snoring and farting in the night.
From you mainly.
Cheeky. But yeah, we're about to head on the way. Feeling very wounded this morning. My heel is not looking pretty. Sort of like a pressure sore almost. So I'll see how I get on. Yeah, we'll catch you in a little bit. Leave no trace. Left it better than we found it. Just heading towards the Inversnaid Hotel now. Get some nice brekkie. Full English or full Scottish? Get Scottish. Get some
we'll go
packets.
foreign and go Scottish.
Yeah, go foreign. Getting to the Inversnaid Hotel. Well, I think this is the end of the line, folks. My knee's just not gonna let me do it. I've got the worst pressure sore as well on my heel. I'll show you in a bit. Have some food, have a drink. I'm going to make the most of it, so be a bit more to this video. It's not the end, but it's the end of my West Highland Way trip this year anyway. There's a bit of scampi and chips. Finish the West Highland Way. Getting the boat back down to Tarbert. Now getting the bus down to Anna's Land, and then from there the train down to Mulgai. I've got to get a taxi back to the campsite. Get there eventually. A lot quicker than walking, mind you, and a hell of a lot less painful. A bit of a limp on, to say the least. And just like that, I'm back at the car. This trip has been an absolute disaster from start to finish. I had someone reverse into my car, just very lightly scuffed it, so it will polish out. The screen protector, I'm hoping it's just the screen protector on my DJI camera, has broken. And the screen protector on my phone. And I don't even know how that's possible, because my phone has only been in my trouser pocket, usually facing towards my leg as well. But so it was fine this morning. It was fine as I was on the train, and between the train and getting out the taxi, maybe I bashed my bag against it or something as I was getting my bag out of the taxi or picking it up. Honestly, so yeah, I think this trip just wasn't meant to be, was it? Oh well, we'll live and learn. I'll recount the lessons that I've learnt shortly. I think there's definitely some mistakes or misjudgments that I made, perhaps. I'll go into that later. I want to chill out tonight anyway. I'll let you know my full thoughts and, you know, the things I would avoid if I was you. So yeah, I'll catch you very shortly. The reasons I failed then on the West Highland Way. Biggest reason was the wrong footwear. I love wearing my Vivo barefoot boots. I find them really comfortable. So I've got quite broad feet as well. So yeah. However, it is hard packed gravel the whole way pretty much. Well, certainly the section that I walked, which was a good sort of 40 miles of it. Yeah, it's not sort of like small pea gravel. It's like quite big sort of pointy chunks. And whilst it is hard packed, there's a lot of loose stuff on top as well. So yeah, the footwear just wasn't suitable for that kind of terrain. Every time I was putting my foot down, because on the barefoot boots there's absolutely no cushioning at all, and putting my foot down, the heel strike was just sending so much pressure through my heels. dirty my hands off. I was sending so much pressure through my heels. I've got a pressure ulcer on my heel, particularly my left heel's the worst. So that was the biggest mistake, and one I definitely won't be repeating. I have just gone and bought myself some new trail runners, which are much more comfortable. Yeah, gutted about that one. Mistake number 2, we had an itinerary set, and in particular on the first day we had planned to get the boat over to Interlaken Island, and the last boat was at 4:30, which is different from what they originally told us, which was 5:30. So we ended up walking as fast as we could, and the last sort of, what was it, 4 miles was road walking. And yeah, sort of pounding it out down the road as quickly as I could. It made that pressure ulcer even worse. And yeah, it just, I was trying to sort of keep pace with the guys, trying to go as quickly as I could. And you take a lot less care over your steps when you're walking really quickly. So that was mistake number 2. So I would advise anybody doing the West Highland Way or a similar sort of trip is, yeah, it's good to have a rough itinerary, but don't hold yourself to times, because that puts a lot of pressure on, literally on your feet. So yeah, that was mistake number 2. Mistake number 3 was the mileage. So I know my comfortable is about 10 miles a day. That's really comfortable for me, and I enjoy it. 15 miles a day I can do. It starts getting uncomfortable. 20 miles a day on the first day, it was just that did me in, to be honest. That was a big mistake. So I think those were my 3 biggest lessons learned: the footwear, the timings, and the distance. And then I'd also say as well, just general fitness. I did do a bit of training before coming, but nowhere near enough, to be honest. I consider myself reasonably fit anyway. But yeah, I think if I was doing this again, I would put in a good 3 months worth of training. For me, by the way, my day job is I work from home most of the time. So I come downstairs, I switch my computer on, and that's it. I don't get an awful lot of exercise. I walk my dog twice a day, and I go walking at the weekends. But yeah, I don't get lots of exercise. So for me, I think 3 months worth of training probably would have been a lot better. So that's my summary of my lessons learned. I am gutted, really gutted. Pressure ulcer on my heel, I think, is stage 2. If you're a bit squeamish, look away now. This is probably what they class as a grade 2 pressure sore. You see, this bit's more superficial, it's just the top layer of skin, and that's going a lot deeper, so it hasn't gone all the way through yet to the flesh, but yeah, that's definitely sort of going right through down to the subcutaneous level of the skin. And it feels like it too. It feels like the bone is about to stick through my foot, basically. And if you don't know about pressure ulcers, it is worth knowing about. They are different from blisters. So here's something that's super squeamish. If that didn't freak you out enough, here's something that will. Even it made me go, bleh. I think if I'd have carried on, I definitely would have got to stage 3. And you'd have been looking at months of recovery. It would have really screwed me over. So it just wasn't worth it. And the pressure ulcer was affecting my knee. So because I was basically walking on the balls of my feet, particularly on my left foot, and my right hip was hurting as well on the first day. So that put more pressure on my left knee. And basically I just could not bend my left knee at all, going up or downhill. I was going downhill sideways, just to avoid bending my knee. It was really, really painful. It felt like it was going to dislocate or something. So yeah, if it was like that after the end of the second day, there was no way that I was going to get through another 3 days. It just wasn't going to happen. But I will make the most of it, and I am out camping. So if you want to see how I made the most of my Scotland trip, I went on a little bit of a sightseeing tour, camped at a loch, went and camped at a beach, that's going to be tonight, and then camping at a bothy tomorrow night. Yeah, going to go see a few places en route as well. So I'll make the most of it. Oh, and if you're going to ask about my socks, I know how important socks are. I've got 3 pairs of Darn Tough socks, so good, very good quality walking socks. Yeah, barefoot boots is not the one for walking on hard packed trails for days on end and walking as hard and as fast as you possibly can. Not the one. You live and learn. I am going to be back, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to be back. I'm going to do this next year. I'm going to do it solo. I'm going to go at my own pace and I'm going to smash it out. I'm going to do it. I will not be defeated. Did have a little moment to myself, not going to lie. I did shed a few tears, upset, frustration. I was really looking forward to this trip, and you know, I was raising money for charity as well doing it. For those people who have donated, by the way, I will be getting in touch with those people and asking them what they want to do. If they want their money back, that's absolutely fair. They may just say, you know, sort of give it to the charity anyway. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to try not to be too downbeat about it and just make the most of the next couple of days. Make the most of my time in Scotland because it's so beautiful. Apart from the midges. Midges can do one.